Coach O, I hope you're doing well, sir. Welcome into the game here in Tuscaloosa.
What's up, guys? Hey, great to be on your show. Today's competition Tuesday. Our team is fired up. We have an excellent practice.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, Coach, what's the anxiety level right now as you lead into this big game? Certainly a big game and a lot on stake for both of these teams.
You know, our team is pretty level-headed right now, focused. We understand the task at hand, but it's not till Saturday night. We're going to take it one day at a time, stay with the process, and have a great practice today.
Coach, let's go back to July. If I would have walked up to you and said LSU would be a top 4 team in the country and have the success that you guys have had in July going into the month of November, what would you have told me?
I'll take it. No question. For sure. There was a lot of unknowns going into the season. There was a lot of things said that, we're out of our control. I told the team, listen, let's do the best we can on a daily basis. Let's come together as a team and let's see where this thing takes us. And we have a good football team, and our guys are hungry. They're humble. We still have a ways to go, but we like where we're at right now.
Coach, what is it about the players and the connection that you have? Because everybody that we talk to coming out of that state, we have Mike Detillier on, we have others on that talk about it, but you have a unique connection with your team and your players, and they play hard for you. What is it about that connection? What's cultivated that connection between you and your players?
One team, one heartbeat. And my philosophy is I'm going to treat these players just like I treat my sons. We have a great relationship. I have a great relationship with most of their parents that we recruited. But this is LSU. A lot of guys come because it's LSU. I'm from Louisiana. I was raised like a lot of these young men, and very close to them. I'm in it with them. We have a blast together every day, and it's just a great, great honor to coach the LSU Tigers every day.
All right, Coach, for those who are making their first trip to Tiger Stadium on Saturday, describe Tiger Stadium from your perspective to an outsider that's never been to one of these epic games like there's going to be in Saturday night in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it's going to be special. Everybody in Louisiana is going to wake up Saturday morning with a different attitude. I promise you that. And we're going to be ready. This is going to be an exciting game. It'll be the loudest stadium that you ever been in. It'll be a great college atmosphere. We're playing a great football team that we respect the bunch.
Coach, when you look at the quarterback here at the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa, what do you see?
Winner. A very quick release, great pre-snap read. Obviously, nobody stopped him yet. He's a winner.
Coach, Dave Aranda is a guy that you look back and look at what he's able to do. We've said it multiple times this week and last week. If he's not the best defensive coordinator in the SEC, who is? Dave Aranda, what makes him so special?
His work ethic, his mentality. Dave's a genius. He's a football genius. He knows every position on the field. He works maybe 18, 20 hours a day. He loves football, easy to get along with. Players and coaches love him.
Coach, I'd love to pick your brain as someone who's been in coaching, has been a player in this league. You understand what it takes. When you look at what Coach Nick Saban has been able to do, can you help us understand what Alabama's going through? What is it that makes him so successful?
I don't know. I didn't work with Coach Saban, but obviously he has everything it takes to be a great football coach, and he has a good system. He's an excellent recruiter, has a lot of great players, tough, hard-nosed coach. Those guys don't make mistakes. If you watch his team, they're better to make mistakes. They don't turn over the ball. They're big and they're physical. They're strong. They play great football.
Coach, when you look at Joe Burrow, and certainly a guy that has been Mr. Dependable for you, talk about your quarterback and what he needs to do Saturday night to be successful.
Yeah, Joe's a leader. Joe has a linebacker mentality. He reminds me a lot of Bobby Hebert, who's my teammate, a good player for the Saints. Our team believes in Joe. He gets us out of a lot of bad situations. He doesn't put us in a lot of bad situations. Can make the big play, can extend plays with his feet, can see the field. He's a good player.
Coach, in Alabama's locker room, if you went around a lot of the players, now certainly Auburn and Tennessee's big rivals, but inside that locker room, and I asked a couple of players about it yesterday, I think it's the mutual respect that makes this LSU-Alabama rivalry so good. It's up there with with Auburn and Tennessee for Alabama. Is it the same in that LSU locker room? Do they look at Alabama as a big rival, maybe their biggest rival?
Oh, this is our rivalry game. There's no question about that. I mean, that's it.
And certainly Alabama and LSU, two top 4 teams going toe-to-toe. Coach, as we go into recruiting here for just a couple of minutes, and I'm just guessing, something tells me you love to recruit.
I love to coach great players. You know, I love meeting people. Recruiting is a part of my job that I really love. I love to go out, go to games. I was at that game Friday night. It was a tremendous atmosphere. Love going into homes, meeting people. I love the challenge of recruiting in the SEC, recruiting against some of the best players and recruits and coaches in the country. So, but you know, the bottom line is you want to have a great football team. You want to you want to win championships. You have to get great players. So that's why I enjoy it.
Yeah, it seems like everywhere you've been, you've often been a good recruiter. I mean, now when you go into these homes, knowing what I know about you, and I've been told by Mike and some others that you like to cook. So when you go into these recruits' homes, do they live up to the Coach O expectation of cooking?
No question. I've eaten so many good dinners with recruits and have a blast. You know, down here in Louisiana, I'm sure it's like everywhere. We like to get together as families, eat a good gumbo, talk. You know, that's where all the family caring goes on, the conversation at the table. That's what we do in my family. So, you know, when I go into the home, we get to eat together, pray together, we become closer.
Coach, what is your favorite Cajun cuisine?
Man, I love it all, but it's hard to beat a good gumbo, I'll tell you that.
Okay, I got you. Coach, leading into this game, knowing the expectations of both teams trying to go to Atlanta, how do you try to temper the anxiety of your team not to allow the emotions to kind of take control Saturday night?
You know, we just temper it one day at a time, focusing on practice, focusing on LSU and us getting better. I kind of like the big game atmosphere. Our players like it. That's why you come to LSU. So I'm going to let the emotions roll on Saturday night. It's good to be emotional.
But can it be a distraction, though, Coach? Can it be?
Well, I think we have a mature team. We have a hungry team. You know, we've been the underdog in so many games. Our guys kind of have taken that role. We play with a chip on our shoulder. We play mad, so it's fun. It's fun to go into games that knowing that, you know, that the opponent is favored over you and we have something to prove. So that's what our team has been all year, and we're going to continue to do that.
Coach, let me ask you, when you look at Tua Tagovailoa, and I know I've asked you about Tua, but this offense, this will be the final question, do you feel like that you've got a game plan to at least slow this Alabama offense down?
We're going to find out soon. You know, I think that, you know, we have a tremendous coaching staff. I like our players on defense. I think we have a tremendous defense. Obviously, nobody's even come close to slowing them down. We feel like we have a good game plan. It's not finalized yet. We got a lot of work to do this week. But you know what? We're going to put our guys in position to make plays. I feel like I have the best defensive coordinator in all the world, some of the best players. So we're going to be ready.
Coach, does a bye week help a team like you guys get ready for this physical style play that is expected Saturday night?
No question. We needed it. No, we didn't practice much last week. We had really one strong practice on Wednesday. It was like a spring practice. Thursday, we had the Tiger Bowl. We let the younger players scrimmage. The older players coached them up. They went home Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and rested. It's a regular week now. We feel like we healed up. Our injury report is better than it's ever been. So the bye week was something we needed.
Well, Coach, thank you again. I know you got a team meeting coming up in about 3 or 4 minutes. I appreciate you joining us in Tuscaloosa and helping us talk about this big game. I know a lot of us are going to be headed down to your part of the country to enjoy a great college football atmosphere and a great game on Saturday night. Thank you again for being a part of the show here in Tuscaloosa.
Thank you, guys. Go Tigers.